One of the best parts about skiing or riding is après ski and the music that goes with it. In the afternoons, you'll hear music far and wide throughout the Vail Valley, from Beaver Creek all the way to Vail, and even down in Avon. I had some friends and family in town recently, and I ran into this guy. We have Monte Selby. He was performing at the Westin, and it was great to hear your sound. I said, we got to get you on TV8, and you obliged. Thanks for coming in bright and early. It's a little early for you musicians.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's great, and it's amazing the amount of music that is offered around here for everybody that comes in. So it's great. It's great for the musicians, and it's great for the tourists who come through too.
It definitely is. And let's talk a little bit about your history. So obviously you're a great guitar player, a great musician, but you didn't start out with that. You were a principal, you were a teacher. Tell us about the early years.
Yeah, well, actually going way back, by age 6 or so, I was picking up a guitar and started writing songs and performing. And but I got into education. As soon as I started teaching, you have great material for songwriting because of kids. And then I was a middle school principal, and I always say that's like the playground for a songwriter, because it's just crazy every day. And those songs kind of led me to a record deal, and so it's been a life of education and music and lots to do.
Yeah, well, and he's written over 100 published songs for adults, children, for commercials as well. So that's great to have that accolade under your belt. And you also you wrote a song that was included on a 2012 Grammy Award-winning album, a great children's album. Tell us about this.
Yeah, originally I had written that song for a project that I was doing for a company that works with kids, and I did music for it. And another album that was coming out by a group in New York heard that song, and they said, can we include this on the album? Well, that album won the Grammy that year, so it was a lucky break for me. It was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. All right, but now you've moved to Colorado. Where were you before, when you were principal and everything?
Yeah, that was in Kansas.
Okay.
So this is where we always came to hang out, and then we finally decided let's hang out there all the time.
Yeah.
So we live in Lafayette, just a little bit north of Denver.
Okay. Yeah, and you can find him touring solo throughout the nation, also touring with the duo, the Selby Climate Duo, and you play with a couple guys up here as well, right?
Yeah. So on Monday nights, 6:30 to 9, we play at the Westin, and Larry Kleiman is a guy that toured nationally with all kinds of acts. He was the guitar player for Lonnie Brooks, who's in the Blues Hall of Fame. He's just a great guy. And then Chris Howarth plays bass, and we're all full-time musicians, so we look for chances where we can play in a great sounding room, and the Westin just has a great vibe and a great sounding room.
It definitely does. It's so inviting. You walk right in and you're lured to the music. But hey, let's have
you
play right now. Is your voice all warmed up?
Well, I'm close. Close. I'll give it a shot.
All right, Monte Selby, everybody.
I thought about playing this song today because last night when I was playing, some people asked me for an original tune, and kind of like me, they have a lot of kids. I said, well, maybe this one will make sense. So here's a song about people who have a lot of kids at home. It goes like this. So we walk the dog, turn on the grill, start the laundry, pay the bills, load the van, fill up with gas, hit the road, and then come back. Toast the bagels, mow the yard, haircut, homework, tune guitars, to wear braces, no regrets, late for church and catch our breath. It goes by fast, so much to do, locked hand in hand, we're pulling through. Take one look back, ain't it beautiful? Water in our glass, completely full. Well, the kids are laughing, something's funny. Peanut butter, need some honey. Watch her dance, she thinks it's groovy. Can we stay up for the movie? Scary storm there in our bed. The dog and fish and bird need fed. Trumpet, sax, and oboe lessons. Do and don't like blue cheese dressing. Goes by fast, so much to do. Locked hand in hand, we're pulling through. Take one look back, ain't it beautiful? Water in our glass, completely full. Now this love, yes, it keeps us going. and this cup, it's overflowing. So we're keeping track of kids and things, who goes where and what to bring. It's crazy, happy, high from shoving, hugging, hoping, crying, loving. It seems complex, really simple, 'cause our hearts are in the middle. You and me and you, the two of us is what we do. Goes by fast, so much to do. Locked hand in hand, we're pulling through. Take one look back, ain't it beautiful? The water in our glass, completely full.
Oh, bravo! That is so amazing. Just a great original from you. It brings a tear to my
Thanks.
eye when you think about that. Yeah, how crazy family life can be. But yeah, your glass is full. That's amazing. And it must be neat for people to realize that, yeah, you have your own originals and they want you to play some of those. But I can imagine you get a lot of requests for some of those classic opera songs too.
Absolutely. That's kind of our main thing. That's what we love to do. If somebody comes in and they want blues, we play blues, and sometimes it turns country and they want George Strait, so we play George Strait, and then it'll be pop and it'll be Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder, who knows. So that's part of what makes it fun.
Yeah, it's different
whatever the
every day.
audience wants, we like to just see if we can go there.
Okay, who were some of your influences when you were growing up?
Definitely when I was a kid, like James Taylor and Jim Croce were both, you know, stars that played acoustic guitar, and I was in a tiny little town with a guitar, and you know, I didn't have a rock band, so those acoustic players that could put a song together and just use the guitar for accompaniment, that definitely was an influence.
Okay.
And then kind of got into the whole rock scene later.
Okay, well, how about you play us another song? Play us
You
out
got it.
here, and we'll.
All right, you got
let's
it.
get it. Monte Selby. You
Okay.
can find him tonight at the West End. What do you got there? Oh, is it a
Jim
Secret
Croce.
Line? Jim Croce. Here we go.
Uptown got his hustlers, Bowery's got his bums, yeah. 42nd Street got Big Jim Walker, pool shooting son of a gun. He's a big and dumb as a man can't come, stronger than a country horse. When the bad folk all get together at night, they all call Big Jim boss, you know, just because, you know, they say you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit in